qualified who can telephone in on our show. They can call us at 314-388-9622, and we will discuss topics of discussion that pertain to men. Gentlemen, have you received your envelopes today?
No.
Casey?
I caught a smidge of
You caught a smidge, okay. Today we're going to be discussing insecurities in relationships. And let me see, I'm going to try to get just a smidge. Yes, ma'am? What is that?
Just talk up.
Talk up?
Talk up a little louder.
Talk up a little louder. Scream in my microphone?
No, it's just that you talk so low that Facebook Live cannot pick up all of your volume. So just a little louder in the mic.
Let me turn this down. Okay.
It's a little bit louder now.
Who made that song, by the way?
I
Who's that? Oh, okay.
Like a 50 shout. That was the first one.
Okay. Basically, I'm going to read just a little summation I picked up here online. Living in fear versus living with intent. In all things in the world and in life, there's polarity. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Hold on, let me get to this right here. There are no absolutes, and everything is a matter of degree. One way of looking at life is to see yourself operating somewhere between the poles of fear and intent. And when you're guided by fear, you try to avoid things or outcomes that you don't want. Now, when you're guided by intent, you move more positively, blah, 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 whatever. That's not... Ray, did I copy the wrong thing?
You may have. It was just talking points, just the headers.
Okay. Basically, we're discussing what insecurity does for you or what it doesn't do for you in relationships. And we have Mr. Gerald Gregg. Is it Greg or Greg?
Griggs.
Griggs. Ray, please slap me at your earliest convenience. I messed up. But anyway.
G
The G double. Okay. Go ahead, Ray. It's in the bag up there.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about...
This is neat.
We're going to be talking about insecurities in relationships. Mr. Gerald, insecurities in relationships. Before we get started, just give us a recap as to who you are and what it is that you do here.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Casey.
Casey, the fourth son, local entertainer, local educator, self-proclaimed activist, man of the community, man of purpose. Glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
It's a pleasure having you here. Sir, if you would do us the honor of introducing yourself and what your purpose and your gift in this world is.
I don't want to run down my resume, but...
We'd like to hear your resume.
Okay. I'm Antonio Holland. I'm a current student at Hammerstone University for business marketing. I'm a sales rep for Frito-Lay. I'm top salesman in my district. I'm also an independent film director. I'm filming a movie called City's Biggest Heist. And I'm also a local party promoter. I have Jessica Dime from Love and Hip Hop coming Saturday, August 27th to the Lux. And I'm just an all-around motivator and entrepreneur.
Okay. And last but certainly not least,
Mr. Griggs here, Gerald Griggs.
is your power term, sir?
Oh, let's see what we got.
There we go.
Oh, okay, you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Mr. Griggs here, Qtopia, you know. My purpose always been, I guess, well, I know self-accountability, you know, mastering self and helping others around me the best way I can. I mean, you know, life is an experience. I'm here to experience life the best way I can and around the best people I can.
Okay. Give us an address for Qtopia.
Oh, yes, Qtopia, 11824 West Florissant. You know, you guys probably heard of us. You probably come see us. We have a great time. A guy over here.
Great food.
Yes,
Great
yes.
entertainment, by the way. Someone Yeah, we enjoyed Casey. That was last week? No, last Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday. Okay, and of course, definitely least is the J Double.
J Double.
Back. And you guys would share that mic if you don't mind. Jay, kind of tell the world about yourself and your purpose here. Oh, hold up. Make sure your microphone is
Good.
Oh, that's no problem.
So I can get you in the frame.
Oh, you was in the front. What's up with this chair?
I don't know, I'm sorry. Not my chair.
So what's down?
Right. That's the big boys. What's going on, fellas?
All right, Jay.
All right. I'm ready. What's going on? Dallas, my man, my brother from another mother.
Is your microphone turned on?
Oh, no.
Is on?
It's on.
We're on. Okay, cool. We are talking about insecurities. We have the 4 Kingsmen. Insecurity in relationships comes when you're dominated by fear rather than intent. Oh, I messed up again.
So we talking about men being their fifis.
Okay.
That's the topic for today.
What's the topic, Jay?
Men's and their fifis.
What?
Feelings.
Oh, feelings.
Fifi.
Insecurity. Is that what that is?
That's what it sounds like. Men and their feelings.
Okay.
Being insecure.
Fifi.
I don't know what's going on with my thing. Here's the deal.
Where's your Facebook Messenger?
I don't know. We're over here. Please bear with Mr. Dallas.
Warm outside. Y'all been watching the free comedy, the Republican National Convention?
Oh, yeah.
You been watching that mess?
I saw the lip sync competition last night.
Man, that's
That's
lady,
fantastic.
she needs to be
I'm gonna
sued.
take it back a couple of
She
days
needs to be
further.
sued.
How could you sue her for that?
That's plagiarism.
That's plagiarism.
Michelle wrote that speech. She authored it. I'm sure it's probably copyrighted. That's plagiarism. I mean, it was all.
Democratic National Convention is copyrighted.
No.
No.
I'm talking about
Republican.
the speech that Donald Trump's wife gave
I
last
know.
night.
Terminology.
It's verbatim.
It was just about verbatim.
Right.
The Republican National Convention. That's the free comedy I'm talking about.
Or did you see Trump and his running mate on the little interview they did and how he
I didn't
just,
see that.
oh man,
I didn't see
he didn't let his running mate get a word in there. It's about me.
He don't fire him. Watch. He don't fire him.
I know that's what I was.
Okay, I just wanted to
Jay,
see
I
what
think
it
the
looked
dude
like
might
in
probably
that
be secretly
format.
trying to be a Democrat.
Because
He
then
gonna be on
I don't
the
know, man. He got to something ain't right.
Okay, so they had,
While they doing that, man, and I gotta give a big shout out to my people, man. We just spent the weekend up in Lake of the Ozarks, celebrating my big brother Bill's birthday. Bill Mill, big shout out to Big T, big shout out to Jack, Jeff, my favorite, Les, Donna.
Where'd you go to the Tantoy Resort?
No, we was up there. We was in was it Beacon?
I'm not trying to go there.
Oh, okay, by Osage Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last time I was up there, I went to Tantoy Resort.
Oh, okay, yeah, Tantoy is little ways.
Tentara?
Tantoy.
Tentara?
Tantoy, whatever. It's a
Oh,
resort.
I thought it was Tentara.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's-
Shouts out to my people who came up, man. They came up from Little Rock and Dallas. I tell you. Oh, man, cool.
Go down to the resort and get on and rent that yacht, boy.
Family, group, something.
Okay. Insecurities, feelings, as Fifi's, as Jay says.
In the fifis.
Let's talk about lack of confidence in a relationship. What would cause a man to have lack of confidence in his relationship? Anyone? Oh, yeah.
Lack of confidence.
Either you got game or you don't. It's that
I
simple.
don't even know. I've never had the lack of confidence. I mean, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but I've always been sure of myself. I know,
Okay.
I know how to approach women. I know things to say that won't offend them. I understand that you never get a second chance to make a first impression, so I try to keep those.
I got a second chance to make a first impression.
I remember that. Yeah,
That's
I remember
right.
that.
I capitalized on that.
Had something to do with food cards. Food gift cards.
No, not that one. Well, actually, I guess maybe I had 2 times. Why is Cassie bringing up like that? I'm going to need a special session with you to school Mr. Dallas
Okay.
on how to, the art of approaching women.
See,
I
your
probably
problem
speak
is you look at
clearly on yourself. the insecurity and the lack of confidence.
You looking for them non-worldly girls.
So I mean,
Non-worldly.
non-worldly Christian girls.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
they got blood on their hands too, so I'm like, you know that one you was trying to get on the shop. I told you what don't work in the show.
No, but that's, I guess those would be things that probably would surface lack of confidence. Not knowing what to say, not knowing how to approach a woman, not having game.
So really, you don't even know what to say on this topic right here.
Of
Because
course.
it doesn't pertain to. It doesn't pertain.
If you can get her to laugh,
Well, in general, because I'm very confident in myself also, but I've heard.
You never changed to say that. Go ahead.
Right. Insecurities maybe because they're doing wrong. Lack of income, lack of education, lack of penis size, lack of physical appearance, or the upbringing.
Go ahead.
hold up, bag back.
Well, you know, everyone is not well endowed. I'll be man enough to say I'm not, but I have excellent conversations, so that sometimes compensates for that.
I see. What they say is not the size of
And that's a
It's
fabrication too. That's a fabrication.
the
That's a fabrication too. Because you're going to be, what is it, ancillary things too.
So self-esteem, though, brother, is what you're talking about.
Correct.
Self-esteem. Okay.
Go ahead, Jay.
Come on with it, Jay.
Man, my thing is, if you can keep that woman laughing, chances are you can get in there, man.
Sense of humor.
Now, I've heard that, and that has been very successful for me.
I keep them laughing,
Yeah.
and
How many do you tell them jokes? What do you do? Like,
it ain't even about me cracking jokes.
I mean, something when you say something.
I say stuff. I mean, just like
I mean, but see, we want to talk about we want to talk about the I guess the negatives, the negative attributes of it all. We know about the positives, how we can keep it. But my insecurities, because that's what it's about, the insecurities. As confident men, I'm sure that most of us are, my insecurity is to be not accepted as a confident man. You know, so not to be, yeah, by whomever, you know, so even, you know, my woman that I'm with now, you know, that's one of my whole biggest insecurities. As I call myself, as a kingdom building a king, you know, a king building a kingdom, my whole insecurity is my queen won't appreciate the kingdom that I'm building. You know, that can be a big insecurity for any confident man that's a provider for his family. Is this total acceptability and the acceptance that, you know, we sacrifice a lot when some women don't think we do.
But see, that comes from people being out of position. That comes from being out of position. Everybody not playing their role. Just like, for instance, with a car. You got to have 4 tires. You got to have that motor transmission. You got to have all that stuff plays a part to make the car go, right? So when you got a woman that's not playing her part and the man's not playing his part, to me it's going to be thrown off anyway.
Well, now see, we can get real deep with insecurity, especially within the black man's household.
You got a lot of women that want to run.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. The black man's biggest insecurity in our household is the United States government. That's our biggest insecurity. Because they're the ones who come and make the rules, change the rules, and we got to play by certain rules that destroys our family and household. The government get a hold of our women and make them more secure than we can make them.
I don't buy it.
Well, you got a child.
You ain't got to be scared of them. But when the government give these women an income, you got to understand they take this as an income. But still, that has, I guess that's just me again, and I don't say this arrogantly or whatever. It ain't got to be arrogant because I'm gonna take you all the way down to the results of it all.
I'm just talking about, again, being confident. If my situation, I've been in situations where I have not been gainfully employed, or I have not had nothing going on or whatever at that time or whatever, or I may have even had some issues with the government, IRS or whatever. But I mean, it has nothing. It had nothing to do with my overall, with my insecurity as. I mean, because for me, like you say.
So what you think child support is? What you think child support is?
What do I think child support is?
What?
Child support has nothing to do with how I approach a woman, or it has nothing to do with my confidence.
No,
I've been in arrears. I've been in arrears with my confidence. I mean, with my child support, it's paid off now.
But no, I think what he's hitting on is that the man has been made insignificant. Basically, when the government come in and say, "I'm your man. I got you with food stamps. I got you with that check."
But is that in
so that causes insecurity to a real man that's trying to come in.
In life, period.
Yes, that's in life.
I'm talking about in relationships.
This is where we are.
But that,
Yeah, but if I got but the government is giving me that check and food, what I need you for? You ain't no man. The government got my back.
No.
I was listening to
Yeah.
say your thing.
Okay, it's levels to it, and as a black man myself, my woman, I encourage her. She gets paid $30 an hour already. She go get an education. She didn't have an education. I said go back to school. It's about levels and playing your role. I know if I'm a provider, I'm gonna work hard. I don't depend on nobody. I don't depend on family. I don't depend on brothers, cousin, anything. Forget the government. I'm the man. I'm making the rules regardless of what anybody says.
That's what I'm talking about.
They can give her $1,000 check. I'm still gonna be the man. I'm still gonna be the breadwinner. I still am the head of my household.
Right.
I think what you were alluding to was the separation that the government invents when the woman is on assistance. Is that what you're talking about, Jeff?
I mean, well,
Yeah.
my whole thing is let's deal with numbers here. Because we ain't got to deal with personal affiliations. We can deal strictly with numbers and facts. And then we can look at the results in community. Because relationships, what's the purpose of having any relationship with a woman and be secure with without marriage? Because that's the first biggest number that we failing at, marriage in the household.
I mean, marriage is not for everybody.
But see, marriage is the sophistication of a secured relationship. But see, there we go in the black people's household because y'all don't see it that way. You get into, I mean, I don't like to compare all the ways I said with Caucasians, but you look at Caucasians when they're secure in a relationship, they know it 3-4 months is going down because whether you like it or not, marriage is something that offers security in the relationship.
Security is a mindset.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this.
So you're not secure if you're with your woman and you're engaged. But if you're with your woman, y'all just dating each other.
I mean,
you're not secure.
but that's
everything.
But it don't make no. That's personal security. But when you talk about public security, that girlfriend boyfriend crap go out the window, bro.
No, because you have.
I promise you. No, I promise you. As a man with,
and we respect each other.
it doesn't make no difference. I'm a man with plenty of tangibles, man. I got plenty of tangibles. So if something happened to me, my girlfriend, she's not my wife. She don't get my house. She don't get my $400,000-$500,000 IRA. You know all of that crap.
If you leave it to her, if she's in your form.
I mean, but why would you leave it to her if she's not your wife?
Because it's
Why would you leave your girlfriend?
You have to plan for the future. You have to play your role. So and you have to have the end in mind. The end in mind is marriage. So I'm setting it up for the.
Okay, but we know girlfriend boyfriend usually don't end up with marriage. So how many times you gonna keep changing that over?
But sometimes they do though. I mean, you can't. It's a mindset.
But that's not fair to your family, man. Your real family, maybe your kids, your mother, your dad.
What's my favorite song?
The fact that
you don't marry him or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
my daughter, my 21-year-old. She had a son by a young man, very good young man, very fine family, whatever.
Okay.
They're living together right now. They're doing a damn thing in Dallas or whatever. Okay. I'm not saying to myself, young man, you better marry my daughter. If they come to that, that's fine. But right now, they're a hell of a good parents. They're depending on each other.
What they got is working for them.
But if they don't end up married, I'm not going to say, young man, you're a failure. I'm not going to put that on him. As long as, because right now, they're doing fine. Then you have a lot of people who are common law. Who are common law, and no pun intended, but you know what the leading cause of divorce is?
Church.
Marriage.
Church.
No pun intended, but I mean,
Put the church in their side
note. But I'm just saying.
So why do you want to get married then?
I want to get married because I know that this person that I'm with right now, we've already achieved that oneness. When we get married, we're not going to be no more closer than we are right now. Right. We're not going to just get married for the sake that we're building our foundation. We're doing what we're doing. She's who I'm going to marry. But like I say, when we get married, we're gonna do the same things or whatever that we
Ain't
do.
nothing changing
Ain't
besides
nothing
you
changing. And again, if I
signing some
want,
paper.
and I love
Get a marriage
her.
license.
I love her enough that she is on. I love her enough that she
Nothing
is on my
changed.
stuff, on my ADD and all that kind of stuff. If something happens to me, what marriage does is it just legalizes that. And that's cool, Gerald. That's fine. But
That's what security is. Legalization is security.
No. What he's telling you and what you're saying, I used to know this because I'm a seller of life insurance. You can leave a policy to me. You can take care of whoever if marriage is.
So that means you secure.
Huh? No, I mean, you know.
I'm gonna say if I left a policy to you, then you secure. Nobody else.
It goes both ways. Is what I'm saying.
But I'm saying if I got a family, and if I got a family,
One at a time.
The marriage is to fulfill the dream. The woman always wants the marriage. We could be secure, happy for 30, 40 years, but I'm doing it for the woman to make her completely happy. I already have her mind, I already have a heart, I already have a body and a soul.
And she's mine.
So I'm going to give her what she wants, and that's topping it off with the marriage. I don't care about the papers. I don't care about leaving no house. I can't take it with me. So I'm going to give her what she wants, and that's the fantasy of being married. I'm not going to the courthouse. I'm not signing out. I'm giving a big horse
You're not
on the
married?
beach. No,
You have no intention of getting married.
not right now. I have my success and my goal is to be successful in life
Okay.
before marriage. I already have her heart. I already have her mind. I already have her mind. And
Okay.
So that when you do
No
do that,
I'm divorced. I'm divorced though, so I've been married. So I know the ins and out. And so when you should know twice as much as I do.
right, but see, it takes 18 years. It takes 18 years to become 18. Why are you rushing the process? That's why divorce happens, because you rush the process.
And
You
so
don't know
what is the
somebody.
time limit?
Well,
Right.
a lot of women want
Time
to
is
show
a
up
year,
before you're
right,
ready.
10
Let me
months,
ask you this. Let me ask
2
you this.
years. No, what is the time limit?
Hold on. Now, I'm going to vehemently disagree with you have her mind, because that is an illusion. Secondly, I still want you to come back on the show. Secondly, if you have achieved all of this success and you are in a 30-year relationship now, listen to me, and you have finally achieved everything, why would you not marry her from the onset and you all experience that 30 together? Are you saying that there is not going to be a difference? Because there is going to be a difference when that judge or when that minister says you are now husband and wife. He has been married. I have been married.
Mm-hmm.
He has been married. We are not bashing marriage. I'm still married.
I want to be married.
Right. I would like to be married if there's a gun pulled on me. Okay.
To me, I think marriage offers a little more security.
Of course, too. I mean,
There's teamwork. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, within the relationship,
That can be achieved also just with the significant other. But as you stated before, and I do agree with you, there's something about when you marry a woman, I'm not even going to say it's her fairy tale, because some men are raised in the same way. They're not disillusioned. That's how they were raised. And for myself, being a Christian man, the Bible says it is better to marry than to burn. Now, I have issue with that, but I know if I'm going to move forward positively in the sight of God, I need to be married. Me per se, now I do agree with something that KC said not too long ago. I asked a scholar of the Bible, and this was in joking. I said, can you show me or tell me where it says you are not to shack? Now, I know that's nowhere in the Bible, but the tongue lashing that I received afterwards, because I was trying to allude to the fact, well, if you can't show that to me in the Bible, then that is permissible. But that is what leads to the fornication, the adultery, all of the fill in the other blanks, okay? Which will bring on an avalanche for yourself. Before you jump in, Jay, I'm gonna let you have your say. So, I see the pros and the cons of what all of you are saying, but it's not just a woman who has the mindset to just be married. Because I wanted to be married.
Right. And I think that I don't know if that was you, but my interpretation of what he meant when he said I have her mind is that her mind is stayed on him.
You do.
No. I mean, her mind is completely on him. His mind is completely on him. Their minds are completely on each other. Same situation with mine. I don't mean I have her mind. I don't think he means he has her mind. Listen, I don't think he means he has it in a manipulative way.
Right.
Just that their minds are each on each other. Their minds and hearts are on each other.
Right, we're on the same journey.
Yeah.
So, as far we know, success is important. We know love is important. We know family is important. We're on the same journey. So, a piece of paper is not determining any of that.
And it definitely ain't
That is a male perspective. A woman does not think like that.
Hold on.
Okay. We're not going to talk about my
We're not.
We're not going to talk about my But I have been around the block. I know women. And I know how to win a woman over.
We know women.
Yeah. I know. I've been around.
That's self-confidence that we're going to talk about in the next.
I mean, okay.
I want to know what's the time period that when you should get married. How long should?
Let's do we have parents? Do we have parents? My parents were married long time. Man, because you gotta understand the security that marriage brings, the definition that it brings,
But if you don't have,
and how it brings.
Married.
no, if you're not ready though, you can jump into it.
Whoever
You
is
can
married.
jump into it if you want. I came from my parents were married for
ready to be married?
My parents were. I'm ready to be married tomorrow. I'm not lying.
Okay, well,
I'm ready for
why
this.
aren't you getting married tomorrow?
Because we are not ready for what we want.
You just said you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, well then get married. And
Oh
then,
no, hell no!
Yeah, but ain't no some paperwork. I thought it was just paperwork.
No. We're
I
not
thought it was just paperwork.
I'm telling you, we're not as
Hold on,
ready.
guys. Hold on, guys.
We are not as ready as either of us want to be financially. We cool, but we're not ready right now financially or whatever. And we're not going to be pressured into marriage just because people think that we, you know.
No one is pressuring you. But what you're trying
You
to
just said, why don't you get married tomorrow?
You just said because I'm ready.
So what's the difference?
Why not get ready?
What's the difference? They said there's no difference. So obviously there's a difference.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, there's a difference there. It's
And
a
the difference
reason.
is that love don't pay no damn bills.
But what's the
That's
difference?
what the difference
Why
is.
not?
Why not? Because LaClee don't want to hear nothing about how much you love your. LaClee don't want to hear that.
But
it's about being prepared, like you said.
What's the preparation of marriage?
Wait a minute. We have kind of got off the subject. Really, it's about the insecurities
Preparation of marriage.
about a relationship.
Right.
So is it, or are you not good in the bed? Do you not take the trash out? Or are you lazy? Or what are your insecurities?
I don't know how checking out trash would fall under.
It is because you're not being a man. You're not being a man.
Is that her definition?
It might be.
You don't take out the trash.
Yeah.
Got no designated role.
It's designated roles.
Nah,
in my opinion, it's how you raise.
I would tell my woman, you better cook.
I do cook.
That's what I'm saying.
I cook. But
She take out the trash too.
it is
We're talking.
Do you all alternate? Like money was
No, I mean, if you see the trash is empty, take the trash.
it's things you shouldn't allow.
That's
It's things you shouldn't allow.
She's not gonna stay.
You don't let your girl
There's
go.
something you should not allow. You should not allow your mate to go unprotected and uncovered. That marriage, that license, that piece of paper,
That covers you.
No, sir.
that is a covenant.
No,
When you think you got your woman, when you think you got your woman's mind, and that real man come along and say he gonna marry her and make her his wife and put that ring on it and make that covenant.
Beyonce told
She wasn't. You gonna lose your woman. Well, she wasn't mine anyway, bro.
No.
She
Stop.
wasn't mine
Stop. How long you been with her? 7 years? How long?
No, damn, man.
How long have you been with her? How long have you been with her?
About 2 years.
Okay.
You got some time.
Okay. If the scenario plays out like he said, and some guy comes and puts a ring on it, and you just said she was never yours, she could have been yours had you placed the ring on it from the jump.
Okay, well, this is the thing. If we're not seeing each other or whatever, and the guy comes along with us, that's that.
No, you're
But hold
seeing each
on.
other.
Okay, well then that goes back to my insecurity. I don't have no insecurity about that. But if she were to accept that, she was never mine in the first place. And go ahead and have
But wait a
fun.
minute, you had her heart,
Have
you had her mind.
Yeah,
Remember?
so I thought. So I thought.
Okay,
No,
that's all
So,
I'm saying.
no, it's not.
You thought.
Marriage is not going to solidify. Marriage
I know
does
that
not
also.
solidify that.
You will never know your mate.
Yeah,
That
marriage
is why,
is-
and I don't care what all of you secure men in here are saying, there is a level of insecurity
It is.
in everyone, because one day you could be married or you could be in your partnership or your situation for 30 years, as you stated, and you get up and she, perfect deal, perfect situation. Everyone knows Captain and Tennille, right? She walks downstairs one morning and says, I don't want to be with you anymore. They married him, let's say 35 years.
Yeah.
Totally blindsided him, but he thought he knew her. You never know your mate. You never know your mate.
You never know anyway. It's the 80-20 rule.
Oh boy, please explain it.
Okay, you want to know
You
the
are not on
80-20
film,
rule.
okay?
Okay, my
Want me to
girl
say it
is
again?
not going to leave me all the perks that I do. Work hard. Take.
That's what you think, player.
Man, all women are not like that. Y'all making all women out to be material gold diggers.
Right.
No,
That
what
only
you're
want the
saying is-
fantasy of marriage. I'm telling you, these women, man, no, y'all making them all. No,
First of all,
and I saw the Captain and Tennille special.
Go back to the
There was some
80-20.
incident-
Okay, it's an 80.
situation.
First of
Go back to the 80-20.
all, it's a shortage of men, good men out there anyway. So she's not gonna leave me just because a man brings a ring in the picture,
Right.
in the equation. I do too much. I work hard. I take care of the daughter. We do stuff like
But what if
we
you
build.
don't know within the hidden crevices of her mind?
We can't control that.
Right. That's the same thing with
What
me.
if you don't know that she has been patiently waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for you to marry her without saying anything?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, let's just say Johnny J comes out of the blue and in a 2-month time frame puts a ring on her finger and marries her.
They won't be
That's
married 10
fine.
minutes.
That's fine because
2 months.
I'm gonna trust the process and I'm not gonna rush it. If she wasn't meant for me, I think I know. I think we're gonna get married
That's
one day.
what
I
It's not
just
a cop.
said.
It's not a cop out.
That's
If
what I
you
just
know,
said.
I'm
if you know
serious.
she's the one for you, then why not make it official?
Because I'm not gonna fall for the okie doke. I'm not gonna do it
How
because
would you know?
no. The okie doke is because people think you're supposed to get married.
Gerald,
You're
please
supposed
jump
to
in
do
there.
that. You're supposed to do. I'm not gonna follow these rules and regulations
But
until
you set
I'm
your
ready.
own rules, that's what you
Correct. Until I'm ready.
Okay, but
What-
is
what-
she ready with your set of rules?
Yes.
She's in total
Yeah,
compliance.
if she doesn't,
Okay,
and
then
she
you have
leaves,
the right one then.
that's
Okay.
fine.
Right.
Well, then I got the right one too.
No, sir.
Well, I mean,
I hope she listens now. You know, because she can call
well.
in and tell you.
Whoa.
388-9622, Miss L, please.
Call in.
Right.
Yeah, Boogie. Call us, baby. Kids out, baby.
And I guess as a man, when I realized I was a man, that I always was first of all a self provider.
Okay.
You know, so I built something for self that I also could provide for family.
Okay.
So I mean, I ain't never stayed with no woman. I've been I'm from 18 years old, pretty much had my own.
Okay.
So I always had, a infrastructure to a secure family, especially a woman. So insecurities within me was always having any woman within the kingdom I was building not to appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? Not to come in here and because I got order in my household.
She don't appreciate it, she ain't for you.
And you see what I'm saying? Exactly.
Same
So-
thing here. I was just saying. if they come,
but you gotta understand. I don't got infrastructure. I got we have infrastructure. We got a house. We got everything to provide for this. So when that comes in to secure that covenant that I'm providing, it gotta be marriage. for
Okay,
me.
well, hold on. You just kind of
Now-
contradicted yourself. Hold on, Dallas, because what you said is that the preparation shouldn't matter, or the being ready, with that infrastructure that you just spoke of shouldn't matter. That's exactly what I was talking about.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, y'all did.
I
Y'all
didn't
said
say
you
that.
and Dallas.
I wasn't
If you're
speaking
ready,
on that.
Wait a minute.
if
Dallas
you're
speaks
ready,
for himself.
yeah, okay. Well, y'all.
I didn't say nothing about that.
Y'all said
What he just said
if you're ready,
can
don't
be,
do it.
what he just said can be perceived in the way that you just brought that.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show you the other side. I was Whitney Houston before I married. I had nothing. I found a woman. That's my favorite Whitney Houston.
Damn it, I'm sitting up here like, who does he look like?
You stupid.
But anyway,
Dallas.
when I was courting my wife, I believed she loved me for me. And I told her when things turn around for me, if you are still here, it will be gravy for you. She took a chance on me. God turned it, and it went gravy. We went from house, to vehicles, to traveling, to invest. All of this came, now for me, all of this came afterward, after I said, will you marry me? And she said, I will. Then the children came. Then the houses came. Then the investments. We built. Now, unfortunately, it ended after 12 years.
That's a good run.
Now, do I say that that was a bad? No, that was a still a good marriage.
Exactly.
But we changed. I had no control over how she came to the development of changing. Okay. What I was wanting, that's not what she was wanting anymore. So therefore, what was I to do? I didn't divorce my wife. She divorced me. Now, I swallowed that pill, and by the grace of God, He brought me out of that. I am still very cordial and positive with her to this day, and she has moved on and has married.
But still, that, well, I'm gonna ask you one question.
It's okay. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
But then-
Hold
okay,
on.
okay.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I got you.
Now, you said that you told her that when things turn around for me, if you're still here, then things will be great.
Yeah, this is before I married her.
Right. I guess meaning that you were married, correct? That things will get great and y'all will be able to go ahead and fulfill the marriage.
At that time, I had no designs on marrying her. We were just dating. She probably caught me at one of the lowest points in my life, but she was down for me.
Okay, so you were I guess mentally ready to be married to her. You
No, I wasn't even thinking about marriage at that time.
Well, why would you tell her that if things turn around for you, when things turn around?
Because
for you,
I,
great,
like this gentleman right here, just like you, just
Right,
like you, just
right,
like you,
okay.
I am not used to
that
being in a position where I am not financially viable to myself.
That's what I
But when
said.
that turned around for me, and I said, hey, now that my situation has turned, the tide has turned, she was already thinking, I want to be married.
Okay. You
So
just
when I
had
said, okay,
the
well,
question.
it's a no-brainer for me. So
So-
we went ahead and did that.
So that's a security we can say. Finances.
That's what I meant. Just like
Finances
yeah.
is so. Do we agree as men? Finances is one of our
That's
biggest.
all. That's all.
It's not
I
going to be
meant.
finances
You know.
because when he is totally financially secure, then it's going to be another.
Insecurity.
And-
Well, this
not
might-
insecurity. Something else is going to surface. We'll be here next year when they were supposed to. When's the next?
Go ahead. June 3. Go ahead.
June 3rd of what?
Next year.
Okay, June 3rd. If we're here July 19th, 2017, this hasn't happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a replay.
Yeah. Good. We got that.
And if you push replay or whatever,
I'm
then that's, no, I'm just serious though. But if guess what? Let me tell you something. That is the proposed date that we have. But if we decide, hey, we're not ready to do it then, it'll be a we thing. Then guess what? Then we're not gonna do it. Now, if we can still stick it out to we are ready, to we have that infrastructure, to we have that security or whatever. In other words, I can't love her any more than I love her. She can't love me any more than she loves me right now. What I'm saying, if we're not ready right then it'll be pushed back then. We're not gonna just get married. Not saying you're saying this, but we're not gonna get married just to appease people.
No, it's not about
That's why I said this is not what I'm saying. But no, let me tell you something. Because for some women, it is. Because a lot of these women, their mothers, their auntie, or whoever said, "Girl, you ain't married yet.
They want the show.
Girl, you ain't this yet." And some women, and let me tell you something, some women have that, you know what, my clock is ticking. I do need to get married. But being married should not validate you and as a sound, tight relationship.
Well, for some reason
Being
it
married,
does.
no. If that was the case, there would never be divorce, Dallas.
Okay. My insecurities are this. My insecurities are the fact that,
I thought you didn't have it.
well, we
now you
bring this to light.
He's human.
Right?
He's human.
Yeah. Bring it to light. Yeah.
It would be kind of what, like he said, not the appreciation, but the fact that you do so much, you work so hard, and you can't give them. I actually think she deserves more than me.
Okay.
Because she deserves the ring. She deserves a bigger house than we got. She deserves a better car than she has. Because Every woman.
All she wants
never
is just
enough.
you.
But that's
But
my,
everything else doesn't matter.
that's my insecurity. I never would ever believe that she just wants me.
But if she
Exactly,
tells
exactly.
you, none of that matters.
That-
Me marrying you,
me-
us
me-
living as we are now.
That's
all
the
that-
that's the insecurity.
But that's not
that's my
true.
insecurity. From my day one, since I was dating, my day one is like, why is she talking to me?
Why
She
you-
deserves better. I don't care. I was
Why
playing
you
basketball.
think
That's the thing I
yourself?
need you to school me on.
That's the insecurity.
That's the insecurity.
That's the
I'm like,
insecurity.
I'm getting ready going for it, then I'll automatically tell
No, I'm
myself.
trying to say.
Right, even though I know I'm a good man,
Marriage, brother, faith.
even though I know I'm a good man, she got a good job, everything like
Right.
that. It's still, she just deserves more. More than she
She
gets.
putting in the work to get more.
If you can give
I am.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about her.
if you can give her everything imaginable that comes to your mind.
I'm married today.
And let me expound on something you just said too. You said that.
Then she take half.
You just said that. Right. You just said that. What if she feels like
Everything is a risk, though.
Hey, that's
Everything is
fine.
a risk.
what if she says like you just said a minute ago that the money doesn't matter.
Okay.
What if
Yes.
I'm ready to get married right now. I want you for you. For a man,
Watch out for
if
that.
for a man,
Right.
that I won't say it's the open door, but for a man, that
Not
I
like
don't
that.
think you shouldn't be like, okay, we're gonna do that because if it's not
Finances will
prudent,
eventually come in.
thank you. If it's not prudent for us to get married right now, and I know that you're ready, baby. Guess what? I'm ready too, but we're not ready to do this thing to where we are going to be comfortable. Then don't do it. It's not the time.
But you build together.
Let's build together.
That's a cop
You
out.
got to build
It's
together.
I'm not gonna marry
That's
you.
scary, man.
I'm
You
not gonna
scary.
marry you and then in 6
Man.
months here we homeless.
But
So what's up? So
You're
what?
together.
So you rather be homeless alone or together?
No.
So you rather say, man, girl, I'm done with you. I got to feed myself. I ain't got time to be with you.
That's how
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me.
That's
Come on.
almost like
Hold on.
First of all, I'm human, intellectual. You can't tell me see
Antonio,
the whole charade thing.
Okay, go ahead.
What he's saying is so true. It's almost like when people say looks don't matter.
Right.
You got to be attractive to me somehow. So finances come
No,
at play.
woman says that.
Oh yeah, I said too. So anyway,
Looks don't matter to you.
no, women looks matter. I'm just saying finances come into play. Everything comes into play when you get married and when you're not married. So you have to add that to the equation.
Yeah, it's not just about
Listen
you
to this.
and her. It may be kids,
Listen to
step
this.
kids involved or whatever.
This is one of the main reasons I am not married now. I have said to myself, I can barely, in these 2016, support myself and my children. How in the blue blazes will I financially support a wife and family? You
Yeah, because you deserve more.
Pause. I will undercut myself, not even knowing. Her mindset could be, Dallas, all I want is you. Whatever you bring to the table, I am going to try and match. I am going to try and help.
That's what you want.
Right. That's what I want.
Well, you should have had that.
The days
off
of
top.
my father and my grandfather, who were the sole source of
Well, you can't do
providing.
that no more. I mean, it can be
Okay.
done,
But when I was married, I almost was in that position to where I could afford that to my wife. But I know times have changed.
and that
Times
finances will
have
break
changed with me as well. So
Finances will
I,
break up
like
marriage
Casey,
quickly.
and I'm going to team up with Team Casey. I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew because I know I, on my own, I'm placing a limitation on myself, which I should not even do because I don't know what God has in store for me.
That's your
Okay.
fear.
Well, yes, that is a fear. But I know, now if you want to come over here where I'm at, where I have control over what's going on, that's fine. I can handle this if you want to come this way. But if we're talking about getting rid of this, and then we're venturing out to grab this, I mean, it would be a leap of faith.
Well,
And she would be worth the risk for me to take that.
That's
oh,
always that.
well, okay.
Risk is in everything.
Because we're getting ready to have some good dialogue. I guess tomorrow I hear the radio say they have the women of the movement, the moms of the movement. I think that is up here. They have the women because I think it was on the commercial that said most women in our communities are the single parents and they're or the head of the household.
Well, I agree with that.
Okay. So when you're dealing with a single woman that's the head of her own household,
She ain't been it too quick.
come on now, that's going to blatantly give insecurity to any man. Because come on now.
You're not going to run her show.
You ain't finna run.
No. You come in walking on the eggshells. I've been in that situation, and that's what I meant when I said that it's not just about you and that person. There could be kids involved or whatever. So for more than
kids.
For more than one reason, you want to be financially stable or whatever. But it was known I'm the man.
But still, most women.
But you walking in the
Because
house.
I'm the man in this house. And I'm the only
They were
man.
in a relationship?
Yes, we were in a relationship.
Well, you
And she had a 17-year-old son who was, of course, smelling himself. And again, I walked on the eggshells or whatever. Hey, and we were moving toward.
Give him some group by conversation.
Boy.
Well, okay. I can put it like
No. I'm saying we were moving toward that threshold. And so we thought we were moving toward that threshold. And that was always a challenge because it's not normal for kids to not want a man to come in now.
No,
and
now
you've got rules, and now we got
had his way
structure.
too long.
He's had his way too long. So like I said, and I had this conversation with him. Hey man, I'm coming in. I'm walking on the eggshells. I know I'm coming into your territory, whatever. But make no mistake about it. I'm the man of this house because I'm the only man in this house.
that's the most thing with
But
women.
see, you had a dialogue. You established that. Now,
with her.
Oh, okay. That would have been the right way to do it.
Exactly. With her.
Right.
And he had a little problem complying to that until what was the day?
You know, these days, we're talking security with finances with us. By women being head of household, finances is really not their insecurity because they already making the money, they already taking care of the household, feeding the kids by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Most security that a woman needs is just a man that loves them because see, women don't believe in men that is faithful. See, a faithful man to a woman is the most secure thing she can ever have. She don't need your money these days. I'm telling you, she don't need that money.
Man,
why do you think that?
Women.
Man, these women got their own jobs. They got their costs better than you. They making more money than you.
Because I'm a faithful guy. Okay.
You know, they don't need your money, man. They need a faithful man. That's what women.
That's what they want.
That's the Dallas' number.
That's what they want. And then faithful to any woman is marriage. I don't want to get back to that, but that's what faithful means. So, when we talking about men, that's what we think. But you don't have to disagree because you see all these single women out here right now today, man, and they just laying up with guys that ain't got nothing. He taking her to work, taking her car.
Yep.
He out in the street trying to get a hustle on.
Out of
You know what I'm
position.
saying?
Everybody's out of position.
Because I'm going to work.
Because Betty Rice say some man is better than no man at
a
all.
whole different show. Yeah.
But still, it's a part of it.
Betty Rice said some man is better than no man at all. Is that what Betty Rice said in that song?
Yeah.
And a shower head, I heard today that a shower head cannot replace a man, something like that.
That's that no pain, no gain.
Okay.
But when we talk about today's millennials, especially talking insecurities with the millennial man, that's what it is. Obviously, that's what it is. These women they're intelligent. They're coming out. They're getting college degrees. They got great jobs. They need love for their security. Our insecurity, for real, I don't care what you say, is to give it back. That's our security with most men these days. Or you even faithful enough to yourself to know that I'll be able to be faithful to her to give her that love that she needs.
Jesus. I don't need it. I don't need it, man.
With my significant other, man, what offers security for her through me is because it's not finance. Not yet.
I'm just going
Wait a minute.
What are you waiting on?
No.
Wait a minute.
Are you insecure?
No. Well, actually, we're in the process. We getting ready to do this, but it ain't gonna be no big wedding. Because
Why does it have to be a wedding?
Exactly. That's what we know.
Because women want the show.
Yeah,
My son.
they'll marry themselves for that one.
No. My son's wife, who just got married 3 weeks ago, they snuck in here. They went to Clayton, went to the Justice of the Peace, came back.
First marriage?
His first marriage.
Right.
His only marriage.
Right.
She gonna want that show eventually. She want that
Well,
show.
they do.
She gonna want that show.
But man, if you get a woman that'll just take that to that's that love. Because now, you know, it's like you were saying, it's not about the paperwork anymore. Y'all already got that genuine love. So I mean, that could be a separation point where you will know what she about. If you know, give you some security or insecurity. I don't know what you
But
want
at
to
the
call
same
it.
time, man, you know, some women do want that. They want that fantasy. They want that whole shebang. And you know what?
Some of them deserve it.
You gotta love your woman. Well, if they at that point, then you gotta love your woman or whatever to do. Like me personally, I've done it twice. This time, we can go down to 7-11. But she hasn't done it. She wants the bells and whistles. So guess what? She gonna have the damn bells and whistles.
Right, but still, even with that, to our household again, we talking about
And we gonna be
insecurities.
broke no more.
There you go. There you
Our
go.
honeymoon
So
would
you
be.
trying to pay for a wedding? That's why you're not ready.
Our honeymoon would be.
Okay.
So you gonna go from security to insecurity?
No, I'm gonna be strapped. All right. Well, okay, we know what I'm saying?
I've
Hey,
got
baby,
plenty of monopoly money if you want some.
2 or 3 of them bridesmaids got to get Texas. They don't even need to come.
Well, you know it.
Let me ask this. We all, in a perfect world, we all get married. And then your wife, whose mind that you have, says, we need to talk. 9 times out of 10, that means...
It's about you. It's something you ain't doing.
Okay. And let's say she says, you know, I'm tired of sharing a life, a car ride, anything with you. Now, how... Okay, Jay shot the deuce.
Right.
But
Bye.
did that not cause you to become insecure? Because you have in your, and this is hypothetical, but in your mind, you have generated everything that you have felt that you could provide for her. The house and all the bells and whistles. And now she has stated, I no longer want this with you.
That's because somebody else is in the backfield. Somebody else is in the back seat. Please believe. Somebody else is back there in that ear.
But even if it's not necessarily, and even if so, you know what?
Right.
I've had my heart broken before. I don't want my heart to be broken again.
Okay.
But if that's how you feel, baby, hey, you know, there's nothing I can. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be fun. But what can I do? I can't make you want to marry me after all we've been through or whatever. I can.
It's no more cold showers. There's no more crying yourself to sleep. There's no more throwing stuff against the wall. I have my heart broken, like you said. I don't want it to happen again. But
you cannot prevent that from happening.
And if
correct.
it does,
But I'm mature enough.
Exactly.
I've been through it before. So
You'll accept it in a different
correct.
way.
I won't be angry. I still go to work. I get a haircut. You know, I eat.
You get a haircut, okay.
Yeah, I do all that. So I'm gonna keep
But-
pushing.
Is that going to cause you to look within yourself?
No, not at all. Because I'm a
You're
confident
not going to
man.
admit.
No,
you want to
I've been
examine
there.
yourself in any way?
No, I've
to
been-
find out for yourself.
No,
Why did this woman have a change of heart?
but if you've
For
been,
me?
it's her. It's the person. Your woman can give you everything you want, and then one day you say, "I don't want this," because you want another life. And there's an example out there. It could be finances, it could be sex, it could be conversation, it could be whatever it is, and they say, "I'm fed. I can't live this life anymore." That's the drive or the fear you was talking about. You have to live with intent. She's waking up like, "Dang, I'm 40, and we still ain't got nothing. I'm leaving. The sex is still bad. I'm leaving." Whatever the reason is,
That means she need to have a talk with him. If she ain't communicating that to him,
That's that
then how he's gonna
But
know
some-
he ain't fulfilling something? She got to let him know something. And we ain't no mind readers.
now we all know sometimes it's nothing you can do. It's nothing that woman
Well,
can
like the
do.
song say,
Sometimes a person, right. So,
better yet, keep watching. Sometimes a person outgrows the lover they chose, who felt the key love knew, and there's a part of me.
So there's never going to come a time post
Sometimes you just outgrow each other. The chapter,
where
chose
you
that chapter in
say,
the book.
how did this happen?
if you've been the best person that you feel,
No
you
one
can
is
be.
ever the best person.
No.
No.
Well, if you feel that you've been enough of a person
Okay.
to where you've given your all, what more can you do? After 100%, there's no more. Well, what more? I mean, and it can be devastating. Unfortunately, there are cats that don't take that well. We know that happens.
I'm one of those.
You don't.
Well, I mean, but you ain't peeping in nobody's window. You're not stopping nobody.
The other
This
side.
day is old.
Alrighty. Hey, 20 minutes before the hour. We got about 10 minutes. No, about 25 minutes before we wrap this up. Let's give us.
But you know what? I forgot. I was going to speak on the shacking situation.
Okay, please do.
I feel shacking, if that's what you want to call it, living together, shacking. How do you really get to know a person if you don't live with them for a while?
Exactly.
You'll find out who the real person is.
At least
I can
a
put
year.
up a
That's my
facade
rule.
for so long.
I agree with
find
that.
I can be that Decepticon.
Yeah.
And as soon as we start living together, well, dog, this dude leave his drawers behind the door.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
you find out who the person is.
Right.
I think you need to live together and find out who that person is.
Wait, come on now. You know there's no more security than a woman putting in the bed with you. Boy,
With you?
Yeah, you know you like that. You like
Hey,
what makes you feel more secure in a relationship? You go in the bathroom and she on the toilet and you can just wash your face and all of that while she on the toilet. That's the
She getting the earful of dating.
That's just security right there, man.
That's comfortable. I mean, that means you that's the one.
Man, come on now, you know what security is. You go to the store and get them tampons, man. You know what? Hey,
I got broken in as a child, so I have absolutely no problem securing sanitary.
No, that is.
Hey, my partner's my old.
I mean, for real, seriously,
you
you know?
got a little skin marks in your drawers.
That's called duck butter.
Say a woman love the skin marks in your drawers. That's the keeper.
But no, that is. If the woman can come in when you use, that is a sign that.
I'm telling you,
that's one. I guess that's a black family. Well, that's a thing.
I mean,
you
it's
come in the bathroom because if you come in the bathroom with me after I done had a St. Paul from you must be you must be for me. You must be for me.
In actuality, you ghost ripped this thing. Fridays when Pop said, "Don't nobody go in the bathroom for 45 minutes."
No, my uncle did. My uncle Rick in Colorado. He
Better strike a
He
match.
wrote that.
Oh, man.
Okay, well, you remixed it. Huh?
no.
Okay.
Strike a match, man. Strike a match.
I mean, you know.
Gerald, if you had to convince someone to get out of or stop buying into an insecurity that they have in their relationship, how would you direct them? The reason why I'm asking you is because I had this conversation this morning with a gentleman, and he actually brought it to me. He said, "Dallas, I want to talk to you about insecurities within a relationship." That's where today's topic came from.
Right. Well, first thing, you have to be secure with yourself.
Okay.
You can't get out of any insecure relationship unless you secure with self to know that, you know, when I'm alone, you know, I'm okay. You know, and I've been single even if I was divorced. I was probably single 6-7 years, and and you just don't know after being divorced with being with somebody 13 years. You kind of refining yourself all over again.
Yeah, I understand.
So you got to build some security within yourself after something like that happens. So and that's pretty much what happened with me. So to even get out of a insecure relationship, I would say would have to have a security for yourself. So when you know you're alone, you'll be okay.
What about you, Jay?
I'm gonna be all right.
No, not you. How would you tell or explain to someone how not to be insecure in a relationship that they're having?
I'm gonna tell them to communicate. You got to communicate. You got to know each other. You got to know each other.
That's a good one.
Period. You got to know each other. So that's why I'm gonna go back to living together. You get to know who that real person is. Because like I said, if I'm meeting you for the first time, I'm gonna definitely be somebody that I'm not. But I can only keep that facade up for so long before the real me comes out. So I'm gonna get comfortable.
I'm going to disagree with that.
Me too, Jay.
I
Man,
have
you
never
gonna
been a facade person.
when you trying to get with a fine female,
I'm who I am. Period.
Some are, but you got a lot of them out there that are.
But I still agree with the communication.
Communication, but you got a lot of people that are Decepticons that'll play that role,
Right.
and then when they get down to the nitty gritty, they ain't what they say they are. They're
The
Decepticons.
9/11 law?
Yeah, they do the 9/11.
All right, go ahead.
9/11.
everybody situation is different. So it might be communication for some, it might be being true with yourself for others. But my overall thing is always do you in a relationship. Stop trying to mold and be this one unit. You play basketball, go play basketball. You sew, go sew. You have your separation time, your you time. So when the breakup comes, you don't have to refine yourself. You already found. You still have your same friends. You still go play basketball. You still do that. But everybody wants to do this joint venture. No, I got my own bank account. We don't need to do all this together. And it's not because I don't trust you. It's not because I need to sign a prenup. It's because it's facts in life. I need to be okay with myself before I can do anything with you. And once I'm okay with myself, I'm going to still be okay with myself and stay that way through the relationship, through the marriage, or to the breakup.
Exactly. And I think that was more the point with me after I said I got divorced, because I was young, I was probably 19, 20 years old when we was courting and dating before we got married. So as I got older and I understood that, now that I'm more secure, and there's no problem with me getting in a relationship now, because I already know, with you or without you, I'm good, always, all day.
Okay, and Casey?
Okay. Well, I want to understand. You said the young man can do his insecurity. When is he how to get?
No, my question is, how would you explain to someone how not to be insecure in their relationship? How would you explain that to them? How not to be insecure?
Wow. I mean, again, I guess the only word that really comes to mind is self-knowledge, and I don't know, self-preservation.
Right.
He says too. I think the dual bank account thing, or whatever, it comes into play, and those things help you build trust within each other, and it helps you not overspend, but communicating, and just knowing yourself. And if he came to you like that, well, I want to know, because he came to you, then obviously he looks at you like a confidant. I want to know what your insecurities are. Perhaps it's something again, and he's come to you because you've been married before. Perhaps.
Right.
I've been married twice, so it's probably something that
He should have came to you then, right?
No, well, probably. There's probably something that I can tell him. But again, his situation is his situation. But you have to be confident in yourself. And it's like you say, if I fall on my face, what does it say, man, fall?
Right.
If you fall 7 times, that means you're getting up 8.
Did you want to say something else before I jump on?
No, go ahead.
I know you do, Jay. Go ahead. Are you good? Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. I told the gentleman, I said, I'll give you a page out of my book. I said, I just gone through a divorce. I don't know how long it was. Let's say 3-4 years, let's say it was. I'm, where I'm at, I'm in the bathroom. I'm looking at myself literally in the mirror. And I said to myself, you know what? I said, I like you or I love you, and I'm going to learn to like you or love you. I'm talking to myself, and I said, and anyone else who can't get with that, fill in the blank. Okay? I said, it's about me, it's about my children, and I don't care about anything else. I arrived at what I call my smoky moment from Fridays, where he told Big Worm, I don't give a fill in the blank. Okay? I said, now, in the situation that the young man is in, I said, we've talked about this before, and I've always come to you in a Christian perspective. I said, now, there's going to be a time in life, which might be the situation you're in right now. Any way you try and play this hand of cards, you're not going to be able to win. So you have to know when to fold. But let the Holy Spirit lead and navigate and determine it for you. I said, now, if you're going to stay there, or if you're not going to stay there, get before God. It's about me and you now, God. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to provide for this family. I'm not dealing with this over here. I'm going to continue to do what it is that's going to glorify and please you. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to take care of I'm now number one. Okay. Now, if you're lined up doing what you're supposed to be with the Lord, handling business, I said, by right, if her conscience doesn't kill her, she should be running to line herself up with you. But it may be too late in your mind. Okay. So I said, so there are a lot of variables that you're going to have to really sit down and just iron out. I said, but now, people in a relationship, they might not tell you anything, but their action, trust me, can help you get through anything. But the number 4 and the most important one is acceptance of reality. When you accept your reality, I said God enables you to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Now, if your mate notices you stop being a certain way or whatever, and this gentleman, I think he's been married 11 years, maybe 12 years. Something as subtle as you've been showing me consistently for the past years or so that you are not team whatever you are. Okay. You're not team Dallas. You're not team us. You're doing your own thing. That's fine. I've accepted the reality of that. Now I'm going to improvise, adapt, and overcome. I don't know what that means for you, but what that means is for me is sound, peace of mind, a sound mind, peace in my house, and taking care of my kids. Because this is what my purpose is right now. There's really no more conversation to be had after that. Now, I don't think there's ever a point where it's a little too late to be talking. But if you've gone through something consistently for years, what conversation do you need to have? Okay. But while you have gone through these things all these years, insecurity has kicked in where you're looking at yourself from perspectives that 9 times out of 10 don't even add up, where it turns out it wasn't even you. But because the communication has broken down, you're taking ownership of something that you probably don't even have to take ownership of. That didn't even concern you or involve you. So that's what I was telling that gentleman. I said, you know what? You are a Christian man. Stay on your word. Stay before God. You have to be prayerful. I said, but in the process, you start making changes and modifications for yourself. Don't be concerned with what's going over here now, because that's pretty much dead.
Exactly.
I'm going to go in too hard on them.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, what do you think?
I mean, and that's exactly right. Because in the end, all you got is you. You know, you're born by yourself. You're gonna die by yourself. You know.
You definitely gonna stand before the
well, most definitely. You know, well, I got a different belief when it comes to God, but to me, God is in you. So He's already in you. So when you know in God, you know in yourself. When you're comfortable with God, you're comfortable with self. You know, so that's when all of that comes out of self. You know, when you're ignoring God, you're ignoring self. You know, so now you're looking for security in other people. So others will bring insecurity in your life easily.
That's the last place to look for.
Exactly.
And happiness.
Exactly. So you can't find God nowhere else and nobody else but in you. So when you find your God in you, you'll find your security in you.
Gentlemen, give me 30 seconds. What's happening at Qtopia this week? And wrap it up for us.
Oh, Qtopia, we got Wednesday, Flirt, No ID. It's off the chain. Thursdays, we got my boy right here, KC. You know, these guys been with me since I've been 3-4 years. And even before that, KC, for them guys been there 8 years, you know.
By now.
You know. and, you know, it's just a party, good time, you know, all week. We open 7 days a week, you know, so.
It's great 7 days a week.
Actually, we do the lunch special Wednesday through Friday.
Because, man, I was craving that salad one day, and I said, man,
yeah, Qtopia, come see us.
All right, Jay, wrap us up. 30 seconds, sir.
Man, I just wish everybody love, peace, and hair grease, and let's just unite and get on one accord and take care of business as a black race, black people. Just love one another, unify.
Yes.
Mr. Antonio Holland, tell us really quick about this movie and what you take away from our show this evening.
I got to do this. All lives matter, and definitely Black Lives Matter. My movie's coming out. Once you guys help me with it and everything like that, it's called City's Biggest Heights. You can watch the trailer on YouTube, City's Biggest Heights. And I got Jessica Dime coming to the Lux August 27th. So I'm next to blow. So check me out.
Let's go. I like it.
KC, take us home.
Well, man, once again, another great Tuesday, man. I love being a part of this, man. Special shout out to my man, Gerald, man. Qtopia. That's my family, man. Love them. But as far as what we talked about tonight, I think you're right, man. It has to be a situation where, unfortunately, if you have to fold, you have to know when to fold, you know. And I also want to piggyback on what my man said, man. It was a rolling gun battle today on West Florissant and Broadway, man. I mean, just people, come on now. Enough is enough, man. We need to be watching this Republican National Convention. Yeah, they're crazy, but we need to be watching what some of these crazy folk are up. We need to get registered to vote. We need to take care of business, y'all. This is a big one. Peace and love in the streets, y'all. We have to stop this madness. Period.
That's pretty much going to do it. Thank you, Ray J, for powering. I have a problem saying powering. Just for Men here on Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio.com. Discussions with Dallas live with Ray J, Gerald J Double, the Water Boy, Mr. Antonio Holland, and of course KC, the fourth son. Tune in next Tuesday. We will have another fantastic topic for you. And if there's a tomorrow, we will definitely discuss it here on Discussions with Dallas live with Ray J on Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio.com. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. That was good.